Greetings, I'm Barrett and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. We're continuing our playthrough of Nemesis. We are going into Mission 4 post-mortem. We made it through Mission 3, though in the end it had an interesting ending. So we're going to be moving into Mission 4 and we're going to see what happens to our brave adventurers. But before we do that, I do want to mention that Doug Herring over on his channel is doing a great Halloween game extravaganza. You should go check it out. I'm going to put a link to his channel in the description below. I encourage you all to go check it out. Now let's get to setting up Mission 4. Intro 1. Back to the start. Now this comic has some awesome panels that I'm just going to go through really fast so you can see the great artwork in this game. Getting up from the dead ain't easy. The echo of your final moments keep ringing in your ears. The phantom pain strikes like a sledgehammer. Drone sets A and B lost. Initiate emergency mission termination. Sum up all the clues in the campaign pool. Subtract 3 from the score if you have choice F. We don't have choice F. And subtract 1 from your score if you have the choice G token. I don't have the choice D token. So it does say your total score is 2 or less, go to intro 2. If your total score is 3 or higher, go to intro 3. Well, we actually made it through with 4 clue tokens, so we actually get to go to Intro 3. Intro 3, in order. We're back where it all started. After the first shock, we quickly pieced things together. There were 3 full sets of crew on the Ariadne, organic print carbon copies, impressive and prohibitively expensive. We were definitely not a regular space trucker crew. Each of us has a quantum uplink in our skull. If we were about to die, it can transmit our consciousness in nanoseconds to our other drone. Too bad we seem to be out of copies. These bodies are the last set left on the Ariadne. What went wrong with the first set? Where are the memories of our previous death? And what the hell are we doing on this ship? I hope we have enough time to find the answers. Now we're going to continue to the mission setup on page 52. So if we look here at Mission 4 setup, it says important. All the characters died in the previous mission. Each player sets up the same character board, resets their action card deck, and loses any items, wounds, or any other statuses. Well, that's kind of good and bad. Sadly, I lost some of my stuff, but at least we're a lot more healthy. Starting dialogue. Pilot. I don't want to spoil the moment, but we're still kind of screwed here. Captain. Is there nothing we can do to move the ship? Pilot. I'm afraid not. The jump drive is beyond repair. Scientist. And that's not our only worry. The malware that infected the hacking of our system on Sedina is still present. The ship may try to kill us, and both the cockpit and the escape pods are not functional. Captain. Any way to solve this? Scientist. A full reboot with a system recovery should help. Pilot. Using the generator master switch. Right. Soldier. I'd be quick if I were you. They might still be looking for this ship. Mission overview. The mission uses the fully cooperative mode with the following exceptions. The engines are completely destroyed. The ship won't go anywhere. One of the exploration tokens triggers a special event instead. The intruder menace is very high, and your choices will have a big impact on the epilogue of the story. Now we're going to continue with the mission setup. It says each player starts with a fresh character, the same one they had before. Empty the character boards, discard any item cards and statuses. Reset the action card decks. Only the campaign pool carries over. Place the Ariadne board on the table. Alternate ship layout. Do not set any engine tokens in the engine rooms. Your propulsion systems are beyond repair. Now in the third one it says here to place the generator in room slot A and the airlock in room slot B, and the surgery room in slot C. Make sure they are face up. If you do not have the choice H token, place event 6 token in plus an on-use marker on the generator. We don't have that token. If you have the choice H token, and put event 2 token plus on-use marker in the surgery. We don't have the choice H token. Also, we have to place closed doors on each corridor leading to the cockpit and put a story-triggered marker on the cockpit. The cockpit is completely inaccessible until the story event unlocks it, and the doors leading to it cannot be opened in any way. So we're going to start by placing our generator right here in number 11. Our airlock is going to go up in 17, and we don't place any of the engine things. They say they're beyond our repair. Our surgery room is down here in number 3. So since we don't have the choice age token, we're going to put a 06 with an on entry marker into the generator. Next, it tells us to place doors going to the cockpit. And I've got that expansion kit, so I actually have the terrain pieces here. So we're going to put these awesome doors down on the board here. If you missed my unboxing video, go check it out. You can see all the neat new stuff that came with the second wave of the Kickstarter. Now that we're done with that, we're going to return to the book to see what we do next. So now that we've taken care of that, we're going to continue on to 6. Set the hatch control room tile aside. It won't take part in this mission. Set up the rest of the rooms and the escape pods according to the standard rules. Steps 2 and 3 in the rulebook. All escape pods should be locked. Now we have to do number 7. Randomly place exploration tokens on all unrevealed rooms. Now it is important, in this mission, the door exploration token is used to trigger event 3. Whenever you reveal this exploration token, set the appropriate number of items in the room and then go to event 3. Then we're going to place all our character models in the hibernatorium, set up the intruder board according to the standard rules in steps 9 and 10 in the rulebook, and place a single egg token on the intruder board. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of our hatch control system like it told us to, and we're going to put out the rest of our tiles along with our wonderful exploration tokens to go on top of them. And we're going to put our soldier and our brave mechanic right here in the hibernatorium. They're all set to go. So we're going to go ahead and set up our intruder board. I'm going to go ahead and give these intruder weaknesses a truffle shuffle here. And we're going to put down 3 of them, just like it tells us in the actual standard setup for the intruder board. And it does tell us only to put 1 egg. And I believe in the expansion pack stuff I got, these are the egg tokens. I'm going to put them right here. Now, if they're not the egg tokens, let me know and I'll replace them and put the actual little egg token cardboard piece there. But I think that's what these are. So we're going to put those right there. Our intruder board is ready. Now that we've done that, we're going to go place the following intruder tokens in the intruder bag. We get 2 larvae, 4 adult, 1 creeper, a breeder, and a blank token. The intruders are on the way to the hibernatorium. Place an adult intruder on room slot D. Then add 1 more adult intruder in room slot E and room slot F for 3 or 4 or 5 players. So we're not going to be doing that. We're just going to be putting 1 in slot D because we have 2 players. Remove the escape pod ejection card from the event deck and shuffle the event deck. Now, we're going to also place the timer on marker slot 15 on the time track. Now we have to go ahead and set up our intruder bag. So I'm going to take all of our little one of these larvae. We need to take 2 of them. So we're going to go ahead and we'll just grab these 2 and put them into our intruder bag. Then we also have to take 4 adults. Now, of course, there's a lot of those tokens. So I'm just going to grab a few of these. Here's some of them right here. Look at all these adult tokens. I'm going to grab these 2 and I'll grab these 2. And we'll put them in the bag. Next, we're going to have to put in, it looks like 1 creeper. Now there's 3 of them. So I'm going to go ahead and just take this one. Then we also have to put in one of the 2 breeder tokens. I'll mix them up a little bit. Put that one in there. And then, of course, we get our blank token, which is usually our saving grace. We're going to put all those in there, and that is our intruder bag. Now that we've got our board set up with all our tokens, I have to place our escape pods. Now, again, we've got those awesome escape pods that I got from the terrain set. So we're going to put them here. Now, of course, they come in locked. And in a 2-player game, there are 2 escape pods. So I'm going to put 1 in A and 1 down here in the B area. And the intruders are on the way to the hibernatorium. Here he is. He is going to be moving towards the hibernatorium. He's 1 square away from the hibernatorium. We got to get out of there. So we're told to remove the evacuation pod ejection from the game, and then we're supposed to shuffle up our event deck. So I'm going to give this a quick shuffle, a truffle shuffle here, and we're going to go ahead and continue on. So our time track is going to start on 15. I'm going to go ahead and place a token there. Now we have to check for battle damage. The Ariadne might still be damaged after its narrow escape from Sedina. If you don't have the choice B token, you were caught in a space battle and the ship took some damage. Place malfunction markers on top of the room tiles placed in slot numbers 4 and 5 marked in the orange on the diagram below. Additionally, if you don't have the choice B token, and have choice C token, the battle damage is severe. In the addition to the above, place malfunction markers on top of the room tiles placed in slot number 14 and 16 marked in the orange on the diagram. Now we don't have the choice B token, so I have to put a malfunction marker in 6 and 4. Now lastly, we're going to set up our characters. I know it actually told us to do it earlier, but I always like to set up the characters last. So of course we're going to take our character's cards here. He starts with our assault rifle. We're going to put that down here, and it has 5 ammo on it. So we're going to go ahead and give it 5 ammo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And I have my other 2 cards. I'm going to put them right there. And then I have my deck of cards. We're going to go ahead and mix this up, and he gets to draw 5 cards, and then we'll see what our soldier starts with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So our soldier is going to start with rest, demolition, basic repairs, covering fire, and search. Now, I'm not going to explain a lot of what these cards do. I might mention them every once in a while during the video, but we've seen a lot of these cards enough that I don't actually probably need to explain every single one we see. And the last thing we have is our mechanic. He's actually a stud. I love my mechanic here. He's got his sawed-off shotgun. We're going to put that in his left hand. I know some of our guys have changed hands. One's are right, one's are left, who knows. He gets 2 ammo on his shotgun, and he's going to put his other 2 cards right up here, and then he's going to get his deck of cards right here and shuffle them up a little bit, and we're going to see what he starts with. He gets 5 cards. Truffle shuffle, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Let's see what he gets. He gets ingenuity, computer skills, search, demolition, and search again. All right, so he likes to search this turn. All right, there we go. So then we have a setup diagram to make sure we got everything in the right spot. Completing the mission. The mission ends when a story event says so. Start. Start the game according to the standard rules and play until you trigger an event. Check the event results back in this book. And we're all set to start our 4th mission in the Untold Stories, the Nemesis campaign. If you're ready to see if our soldier and our mechanic can get through the final mission, then I need you to meet me at the table. Now, the only thing I forgot to do in the setup video is give somebody the first player token. We're, of course, going to have our soldier go first because he's really strong and really excited to move. All right, we've got some wonderful cards for our soldier. He's got his search, rest, demolition, basic repair, and covering fire. We are going to discard his rest card to perform a move action. Now, we need to get over here. This is the only thing we have that can trigger any type of story events. And that guy, I don't want to go anywhere near. He's bad news. So we're going to go ahead and move. I can either go this way or this way, because to get to this room, I have to go kind of up and around, or I can go down and around. And I think, I don't know which way to go because I don't know anything that's going on here. We're going to go down this way. And let's see what our brave soldier uncovers. He has uncovered the evacuation section. Try to enter an escape pod. All right, so we have an escape pod possibility there we can get out of. All right, and we've got this token. It is, oh no, he got slimed, but he gets a 4. Well, it's already on a 4. How about that? All right, and we're going to have to make him slimed. So he walked into the room and got slimed. That makes me sad. We're going to put the token right there. And now we have to go ahead and roll for noise. Let's see what he finds. There is noise in 3. Oh, that's terrible. That's the way I need to go. Come on. All right, he's right here. Now we get to go and do his second action. Now, if we look at his cards, he does have a search card. So we're going to go ahead and use that search card because I'm hoping I can find some way to get rid of that slime that we just got. Now, of course, once you enter a room, you resolve the token and then it's done. So another person coming through can't be slimed again. So we're going to go ahead and figure out which one we want to take a card from. And our cards we can choose from is pretty much any of them. So it's not, this is a really good room to start with. So our soldier is going to tick this down, and we're going to draw from our green deck. The reason I'm drawing from the green deck is because I'm hoping to get something with slime, and I know there's some clothes in this green deck. Now, where in this green deck? Nobody knows. So he gets to draw 2 cards from the green deck and keep one of them and discard the other one. Let's see what we get. We got Oh, we got clothes. Well, I don't even care what this is. Bandages, you can go away. I want the clothes. I can use this to go ahead and discard a slime marker. Oh, that's going to be perfect. So we're going to give this to our soldier. And those were his 2 actions. We're going to move over to the mechanic. And our mechanic is going to discard his demolition card to move. He's going to move down here with the soldier, and he doesn't have to roll for noise because the soldier is already there. And then our mechanic is then, he's going to search as well. So we're going to tick this down to a 2, and we're going to see what we find. He's going to search from the red deck. Now, I chose the red deck because his sawed-off shotgun's pretty cool, but it only has 2 shots. So I need to get maybe an energy charge of some kind, or maybe a different type of weapon that could be beneficial to him. So he's going to grab the top 2 cards, and he gets to choose one and discard the other one. He got a decoy. Now this one I can choose one neighboring room, take all intruders from the neighboring rooms, even in combat, and move to this room. Each intruder in combat performs 1 attack before leaving the room, or a smoke grenade. Use in the room you're in. All other characters in this room lose 1 action card each. You move to a neighboring room, and intruders don't attack you during that movement. I think I'm going to keep the smoke grenade, just because then I can have a free move, kind of. We're going to discard our decoy. And again, our soldier is going to use his demolition card. He's going to discard that card to move over to this location, and we're going to have to see what's there. What room has our soldier found? Well, let's find out. He found, oh, the armory. Recharge your energy weapon. I have to use 2 cards to do it, but I believe I'm able to get some charges back in my weapon. And what token did he find? He found fire. Oh, this is on fire. Wow. We got to get out of here. All right. So if you end your turn or end any of your actions in a room with fire, then that's kind of it. You got to take damage. So I don't want to be anywhere near this fire, which is too bad because I was really hoping to use my clothes to get rid of the slime, but I can't do that. Now that we've moved over there, I'm going to have to roll a die to see what kind of noise happens. Oh no, this noise is just following us around the board. So we have to go there. We also have to set our counter here to 2. So there's 2 red items in this room, but it's on fire. So good news, bad news. Bad news is it's on fire. The good news is it only took me 1 action to get over here, so I still have my 2nd action. I'm not going to end my round in this room with fire. I got to get somewhere. I'm going to have to go up there because technically we need to get up here, so we might as well start going. I was hoping we could move these guys together, but I think they're just both going to have to sprint through this room. Oh, I don't like these noise tokens here, though. So this is going to be super dangerous, but I'm going to go ahead and discard my basic repair card, I believe, to move him up here. I was thinking about moving back here, and I wouldn't have to roll for noise, causing it to be, and then just making him be the end of his turn, because I know he has a card in there that gets rid of fire markers, but he doesn't have it right now in his hand. And if I go back here, that's great, but there's always this timer down here, and I don't know how long this mission is going to be, so I think it's best to just keep moving. So he's going to go up here, and we're going to see what he finds. So our brave soldier has ventured off more than I think he should have, and he has found the comms room. Well, that's kind of cool. So if everyone needs to send a signal, there we go. And it's right next to the generator. That's kind of convenient. All right, what did he find? Oh, he found a door, and we have to deal with this event. Remember, in the setup section, it said that they don't just put a door down. I have to actually read an actual event that goes along with it. And I'm going to roll for noise now. If the event tells me not to do that, then I'll take the noise roll back. But I'm just going to go ahead and roll for noise right now. Oh no, we got a 2, so we're going to have to deal with an intruder when we get back. So I'm going to place a noise marker there just so we know that we do have 2 noise markers, and that means an intruder is going to appear in that room. So let's go deal with this event. So we have to deal with event 3. It says isolated. That's probably not going to be very good. It says some of the malware that infected our systems on Sedona must still be active. We shouldn't trust the ship too much. And now down here it says, close all doors leading out of the room you're in. Place 1 ammo injury token next to your character, representing the air that's being vented out of the room. Remove at the start of the next round. If the token is gone and your character is still trapped in the room, suffer 1 light wound at the start of each round. Once any door leading to this room is open, the effect ends. Oh, this is going to be just a disaster. Oh my gosh, if it wasn't bad enough that I have to deal with all these doors, I also have those noise tokens there, so an intruder is actually going to be in this room. I have to put an ammo counter next to my character, meaning that this air is attempting to vent. That's all the oxygen he has. Poor guy, he's gonna take damage. I don't think there's any way I can help him because I discarded his demolition card, and I also discarded our mechanic's demolition card. Okay, mental note, hold on to the demolition cards. This event 3 is just disastrous. Now they've placed all the doors. I removed the noise tokens. We have to go ahead and draw our intruder from our bag and see what our brave soldier who's in big trouble found. Oh, he found a little larva. Okay, that's not the worst thing that could have happened. So we're going to go ahead and put a larva in his room here. Okay, so he's got a larva. He's here. The doors are all shut. He's running out of air. Wow, this guy really suffered bad. All right, and now we have to see what his value is, if he can surprise me or not. Oh, it's a 1. Okay, and I still have my covering fire card, so we're okay. I don't get a surprise attack by the larva. Oh, wow, our soldier is so done, and I don't even have any way to get there. I don't have any way to get rid of that fire, because all I have is an ingenuity, computer, and search card, so I could run around that way, but I mean, our goal is up here. So I believe he's just going to actually have to stay right there and pass his turn. And we have to find a way to get this fire out and a way to get to our soldier. Oh, this is absolutely terrible. Before I do pass my turn, I do have a search card. We're going to go ahead and use our search card to search for an item. I think I'm actually going to look for an item, because in here might be a way to open doors, or there might be a way to maybe, I don't know, get a fire extinguisher or something. So we're going to grab an item from the items deck. All right, I get 2. Let's see what I find. Now, of course, I have to tick this down to 1, and we're going to see what 2 cards we got, and we can decide which one we want and discard the other. We got an energy charge. That's actually not too bad. Tools. Discard the malfunction marker from the room you're in. Repair, break, engine, room you're in. Open or close one door in a corridor connected to your room. Oh, here we go. Bingo. We want that thing. All right. I'm sorry, energy charge. Actually, I was looking for you, but now I don't want you anymore because we got to open this door. Now, sadly, I can't move over there because then I would end my round in a room on fire and I'd take damage, and that's no good. So I'm just going to go ahead and pass the turn for our mechanic here, and we're going to have to go back up to our soldier. So now 2 things trigger at the start of turn. 1, I have to remove this token, and 2, if there are no tokens in this room, he's going to take a light wound. I'm kind of at a loss as to what order I'm supposed to do them, because they both start at the start of turn. So I'm going to go ahead and play that I can choose which order I want those to happen. So I'm going to have the choice of taking the damage happen first, then removing this token. I believe that kind of makes more sense. So I get 1 round at least to be able to survive with holding my breath. Now that I've breathed out all my oxygen, I have to find a way to open this door. I'm going to take a damage next turn. Now, the only thing is I have 1 card left, and I've got to go ahead and take this guy out. So we're going to take a shot with our assault rifle. And it says here, each time you deal at least 1 injury, deal an additional injury. Well, I only have to deal 1. He only has 1 health. So we're going to go ahead, remove one of our bullets, and fire at will. So we're going to roll our die and see if we're able to take out this, larva. Oh, we were able to take him out real good. We stuck the gun in his face and shot him real good. All right, our larva has died. We did a pretty good job there. Now he has to pass his turn because he is out of cards. Now that we finished our turn, we're going to go to the events phase. We're going to move our time track to 14. We're then going to do the self-destruct. There isn't that. Intruder attack, no. Fire damage, resolve event card. Now there is fire on the board right here, but there are no intruders next to the fire, or in the room with the fire, I apologize. So that actually doesn't affect. If there was an intruder in the room with fire, he would take 1 damage. All right, and let's see what it says next. Resolve event cards, and then we're going to intruder bag development. So we're now going to have to draw an event card and see what happens. Scent of prey. Place a noise marker in every corridor connected to a room containing a character with a slime marker, except corridors that already have noise markers. Oh no, this is going to actually take effect. Now, of course, we also have to move our adult alien down corridor 3. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to move our alien down here to corridor 3, which is right here. So he's going to move into this square right there. And now, because I was just too aggressive in this game, I should have gone back and hung out with our mechanic. Things would have been so much better. I could have gotten rid of my slime by using my clothes, but instead I went full force into this game. I have to put a noise marker in every corridor adjacent to a person with a slime token, and he's got one. The last thing we have to do is develop our intruder bag. So let's go ahead, shuffle this up a little bit, and see what we get inside our bag. Hopefully nothing too bad. All right, we got this token right here. It's an adult, so that means we have to roll for noise in our for each of our characters. So we're going to roll for our mechanic first because I have a feeling it's going to be a really bad roll up there for our soldier. All right, our mechanic found one in number 2. So we're going to put one in the blue technical corridors. Now this board is a little bit different from the actual Nemesis board. There are 2 technical corridors. They're blue ones and red ones. So we're going to put a noise marker in the blue technical corridor right up there. And now we have to roll for noise for our overzealous soldier here. Let's see what he finds. He finds, oh, he got a noise marker. Actually, that's not too bad. So interestingly enough, that's about the only roll that could have saved him. Normally, if you roll that noise symbol, any room that has an intruder adjacent to you would come running into this room, but there aren't any adjacent to him. And then if that's the case, you place a noise marker in all the room or all the corridors around you that don't have one. Well, we already got one. So we're actually safe. I can't believe it. All right, we're going to move on. So now we need to draw up the 5 action cards. Well, he only has 5, so he gets all 5 of them. He's going to get his Taking Aim, Interruption, Search, Nerves of Steel, and Full Auto. Sadly, none of these say open a door. This soldier's in a world of hurt. We're going to go ahead and pass this token over to our mechanic, so maybe our mechanic can open the door before he takes damage. So he's going to gain the first player token, and I have made a massive blunder, and I'm sure you figured out what it is. I could have discarded cards at the end of my turn so I have a better chance at picking cards that might help us in the situation we're in. Sadly, I forgot to do it, so we're stuck with this computer skills and ingenuity, which really are only going to be good for moving at this point. And I only get 3 cards, and there's a chance that these aren't going to open doors, or they're also not going to put out that fire. Let's see what we get. Oh, we got our pyrotechnics card. Oh, thank goodness. It says discard a fire marker from your room you're in. All right. Oh, we got our technical corridors card, which is actually really good too. I could actually move right into the generator if I wanted to. And fast repairs. Discard a malfunction marker or repair break an engine in the room you're in. Now, sadly, none of these said open the door. I remember, though, I've got this tools card. So we're going to be doing a lot of helping out this soldier in this round. That's going to be our plan. So we're going to go ahead and discard our ingenuity card to move because we need to get over here and fix this fire. He's going to have to roll for noise to see where the noise marker falls. It falls in 4. All right, that's not too bad. It's just right over here. Now, the next thing he's going to do for his second action is he is going to use his pyrotechnic card to discard a fire marker from the room you're in. Now, in order to do that, I have to play another card, and I believe I'm going to play my fast repairs card. I don't see anything I need to be repairing right now. So we're going to go ahead and remove our fire marker. Now, sadly, that means he's going to take 1 damage, but it was either that or I could have opened this door with my tools card, and then that would have been the end of his round, and he would have took a damage from the fire. So either way it went, I would have had to have somebody take a damage, and I'm choosing to have the soldier. So since it's the beginning of the round and I still haven't opened the door, he's going to take a light wound. And now he only has 1 action he can do, and that's the search action. So he's going to go ahead and perform a search action because I can't do any other actions in these rooms because I can't move, or then there's nothing to shoot, which I really wish there was, so I got a lot of shoot cards. So he's going to have to pass. If you cannot perform both your actions, you have to pass. Or if you choose not to perform 2 actions, you have to pass. So sadly, our soldier is done for this round, which he has a lot of cards left to do stuff with. Oh, wait, no, he's not. Oh, my goodness. Oh, here we go. Check this out. I do have an action I can perform. I forgot about this. Clothes. I'm going to use my clothes. I'm going to use my clothes to get rid of this thing. I'm going to discard I think we discard full auto to meet the requirements of the 1 card to use my clothes to remove my slime token. Oh, that's awesome. All right, so we've gotten rid of the slime marker. We've taken our light damage, and I've already played my search card. So we're going to go ahead and do that in the room. So we're going to move our marker down to 2, and we're going to search for a yellow item. I'm going to take the top 2 cards off the deck, and we got, oh, he found tools. That's pretty funny. Oh, and he found more clothes. You know what? I think he's going to keep the clothes. Also, don't forget about these symbols up here. I forgot to be mentioning these. These I can use to help craft items. Now, of course, the Molotov cocktail is used to make this one, and this is used to either make a taser or a flamethrower. Of course, I need 2 of these, 2 different types of these to make certain type of items. But, oh man, this is a tough call because they're both pretty good. I think I'm going to keep the tools because I don't want them stuck in a room like that again. We're going to keep the tools. So now we're going to go ahead and move into our mechanic's turn, which is kind of funny because now that the guy got tools, he doesn't really need them anymore. He's going to discard he's going to discard his computer skills card to meet the requirements of this tool to open 1 closed door in a corridor connected to the room you're in. So I'm going to open this door to help out our brave soldier. and then I'll have to discard our tools card. I only have one card left, but I don't think it's worth moving. Yeah, it actually is. I'm going to move up to where our soldier is. I know that's really dangerous because he's probably going to get attacked by some type of intruder when we have to do the intruder development phase, or if we have to roll for any noise whatsoever. Now our soldier has 3 cards: Interruption, Nerves of Steel, and Taking Aim. I think he's going to discard his Interruption card to use, I wonder if I should use these tools. I think I'm going to save the tools. I'm going to save the tools because I think it'd be better to have a way out if that trap happens again. Instead, he's going to keep all 3 of his cards and pass his turn. So he's going to pass, and so is our mechanic. All our characters have passed. We're going to move into the event phase. So we're going to move the time track, intruder attack, which doesn't happen, or fire damage. It also isn't a self-destruct. We're then going to have to resolve an event and develop the intruder bag. So our time counter is going to move up to 13. Next, we're going to go ahead and draw our next event card. Hopefully it's not too tragic. I've got Coolant Leak. It says, if there's a malfunction marker in the generator room, start the self-destruct countdown. Remove this event from the game and reshuffle the event stack, including the discard pile. Okay, good news. We do not have any type of malfunction in the generator room at this time, so we're going to discard this card from the game, and we're then going to reshuffle the events deck, putting the Scent of Prey back in, and I'm going to do a quick truffle shuffle here and see hopefully some better things go on top of this deck, though there really isn't too many good things that ever happen in Nemesis. There we go. I think it's all set to go. So not only do we have to discard this card, our Coolant Leak does say that we have to move our intruder down this corridor, which is number 1, right into the evacuation section. Now this is where things could get pretty bad. I've got to go ahead and shuffle these up, draw an intruder token out of here, and let's see what we find. We found, oh, it rolled onto the side here. We found, it's got a 3. Oh no, it's an intruder. He's going to attack us. Oh no, we don't. We have to roll for noise. That's my fault. We have to roll for noise. Hopefully we don't draw this when we roll for our noise, because I have a feeling that this is going to be a tragic event as well. So our character is going to have to roll for noise. So all our characters have to roll for noise. We'll start with the mechanic because he's got the first player token. I'm sure this is going to end in pain and sadness and misery. He got a 1. Yep, it's miserable, all right. So we have to remove all of the noise markers from an adjacent corridor to the number 1, which is all of the, from this room, which is everyone. And then we have to draw a token out of our Nemesis bag to see what we actually found when we rolled for noise. I bet we find one of those adult aliens again. Oh, we found the blank one. Now that's absolutely hilarious. So I have to actually put all the noise markers back around here. Oh, I should have drew the token for remove the noise markers. And then I have to put the blank one back in the bag. Now, if this was the last token in the bag, I'd have to add like an adult alien or something. But we're going to put it back in the bag, and we're going to have our soldier roll for noise now. Oh, this is still going to be a tragic event. Let's see. He got a 4. Oh, we're going to move. You know what? I'm going to draw the bag first, because otherwise, if I get the blank one again, I won't have to actually put all those markers back out there. Don't you love my optimism? Nope, I found a larva. All right, and its surprise value is 1, which means the mechanic is going to be attacked by our larva. So I'm going to go ahead now and remove all the noise markers from around this room right here. Now I've come to a kind of rules dilemma. So before I attack with this larva, I want to kind of explain what I'm thinking and what I'm not exactly sure if this is right. So our mechanic is over here, our soldier is over here. Our mechanic drew the blank token, which we put all the tokens back around. Our soldier is the one that rolled the 4, causing this to come out. Now he has no cards, he has 3 cards. So he has a surprise value of 1. My problem is he's the one who did it. So since he's in the room, does it go over and attack the mechanic, or does it stay and check the surprise against the actual character that rolled the dice? I can't really find anything that would explain that it would actually go to this character. Please let me know in the comments below how this would all be resolved. And if I do this wrong, I do apologize. We're just going to keep on playing, and we're going to have a lot of fun with Nemesis. But I'm going to say that this thing, it does say it checks against the player's cards, and he's the player that rolled the dice, so he's going to check against his cards. I don't think he has anything to play with this actual encounter. So that's the way I'm going to go with it. He's here. He doesn't get a surprise attack because I actually have 3 cards in my hand. So that is the way we're going to resolve the event, or actually, I lied, the intruder bag development, and we're going to continue on with the game. So we're going to go ahead and get our characters ready. We've got our mechanic. He gets 2 cards. Now he gets 5 total. So he gets to shuffle these up, and he's going to get 3 more of these cards. quick truffle shuffle there. We're going to go like that and give him 1, 2, 3. We're going to see what he is able to get into his hand. He has his rest card, interruption, ingenuity, search, and pyrotechnics. So sadly, we don't have any way to open the door with our mechanic. Now, of course, our soldier has his tools still, but let's see, maybe he might get some good cards. So our soldier is going to shuffle up his deck, and he's going to get a couple new cards. He's already got 3 cards in his deck, so he's only going to get 2 more. Let's see, you got 1, 2. Hopefully one of these opens the door, or we're going to have to use the tools. I've got rest. That doesn't open the door. Basic repairs doesn't open the door. Oh, we're going to have to open the door with the tools card. All right, not a big deal. Also, he is going to gain the first player token, which is good because he's probably going to have to shoot this alien that's standing in here, and then he's going to open the door. So the first action our soldier is going to perform is he's going to perform this taking aim action. It says perform a shoot action. With your energy weapon, you can reroll your first result on the combat die. This is how you really kill a larva. I'm going to go ahead and remove one of my cubes, and I'm going to roll a die. I get to see what I get. I got a symbol that would kill him. He dies on pretty much any symbol you roll. So the only way you can totally fail killing him is by rolling a blank. But we rolled a creeper symbol, so we have killed our larva. He does have another action. He's going to go ahead and use his rest card. His rest card is going to be used to use the tools card to go ahead and open one closed door and a quarter connected to the room you're in. I'm going to go ahead and choose this one. We're going to use that door right there, and that's going to be the end of his turn. I'm going to discard my tools card, and we're going to move over to our mechanic. Now, our mechanic is going to use his rest card. He's going to use his rest card to move into the generator and hope that bad things don't happen in there. So now that we've entered the room, let's see what happens. Oh, it's broken. That's no good. All right, because I have to, in order to use this, I have to do I have to use this. It's not supposed to be an on entry. It's supposed to be an on use token. I have to change this. It should be this token. That's my mistake. So it should be an on use token. And of course, in order to use it, I actually have to, it can't be broken. Now I have to roll for noise to see if there's an actual intruder near me. Hopefully not. Let's roll. I got a 4. All right, so there's a noise marker right here. Well, in this corridor of this door. All right, not a big deal. All right, so we're there. That was his first action to move up there. Now, does he have a way of fixing this thing? I think he does. He's got an ingenuity card. It says repair, oh, here it is. Discard the malfunction marker from the room you're in. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to remove this from the board. And that's his second action. So we're going to have our soldier go ahead, and he's got 3 cards left. I think he's going to use one of his cards to go ahead and move up. Oh, maybe he won't move. No, I think he's actually just going to stay there. I think, again, he's going to pass his turn. He's going to hold on to these. No, actually, he's going to get rid of this basic repairs card, and he's going to hold on to his Nerves of Steel and Interruption card, and he's going to pass. I'm going to go ahead and let our mechanic take care of everything in that room. So our mechanic is going to go ahead and get rid of his Search and Pyrotechnic card to use this room. It costs 2 to initiate stop self-destruct sequence. If that's not what we're doing, we're actually going to use this marker. So we have to use the room to check what number 6 is. Event 6, reboot script. There's a stirring of critical errors as long as your arm, but the system seems to be booting up. A lot of damage was caused by the hack we suffered on Sedina, but much of it seems older. Whatever happened on the ship before we woke up, it wasn't good. Anyway, the bridge should be open now. And now we have some new rules. It says open all doors leading to the cockpit. Place event 4 token on the cockpit. Place the event 1 and on entry to marker in the only room connected to the generator, which is room 13. I think that's the room where the soldier is. If your character's there, resolve the event immediately after this one. So he is there. New task, move everyone to the cockpit. Rules, resolve event 4 immediately after all living characters meet in the cockpit. So we're going to go ahead and take care of all of this. So we've gone ahead and opened the door to the cockpit. That's awesome. And then we're going to go ahead and place our 4 token right here in the cockpit. Now we have to all be here in order to trigger that event. Now, of course, we have to place an event 1 on entry in that room because it's the only one adjacent to the generator. And it says if you have a character there, you have to do it right now. So event 1 says deep scan. Incoming tachyon wave detected, signature match, TC-07 military grade deep field sensor. Not good. Even after the Nemesis destruction, they keep looking for our first ship. Tachyons travel faster than light. That means we don't have much time. Target located, ma'am. Pilot interception course. Computer, give us the ETA. Calculating current ETA, 25 minutes. I know I got a stellar robot voice. It says here, place the Event 5 token on slot 14 of the track and the Event 8 token on the last slot of the time track. Continue the mission. So we're going to place Event 5 on 14. Now we've already passed it, so I believe we're going to have to resolve this. I don't think we're ever going to go back, so I don't see why we wouldn't resolve this, because that's the way I would think. I think you need to resolve this because we've already passed it. If I'm wrong, please let me know, but I believe that's how we're going to play it. And of course, we're going to put number 8 right down here at the end. I'm going to guess that's bad news. So here's Event 5. And again, if I'm not supposed to read this, I will find out. It says Sedona's distress. Emergency broadcast received. Priority. Red. Switching to PA system. Hear us? It's a massacre! These things came from a ship that broke quarantine. All contaminant procedures failed. The losses are tremendous. Please, we need to be evacuated. Each character discards 1 action card. Continue the mission. Sadly, that is pretty terrible. I was using my last action to move him back over there. Instead, we have to discard 2 cards, or 1 card each. I'm going to discard my interruptions from both of our characters. And that means both of our characters are going to pass. I forgot to do that out there. We're going to go ahead and remove this token, and we're going to slide down our time token because that's the first part of our event phase. Next, we're going to go ahead and resolve the event card and do our intruder bag development because the other things do not pertain. So we're going to go ahead and draw our next event card, and it says bulkheads open. Open all doors. Oh, that's awesome. That's actually exactly what I needed, because the only way I could have gotten around to back up to the cockpit is to go right through that alien, unless, of course, I drew an open doors card. Perfect. And our alien is going to move down number 1. Apparently, our alien is playing hokey pokey. He's going to go back over here. All right, there he is in number 1. He followed right back down the way he came. And now I get to go ahead and open both of these doors. Now that makes an interesting dilemma here. I could go back this way towards the cockpit, but I don't know what these rooms are. I do know what the rooms are down here, and we can make it safely back here without dealing with our intruder since he moved back down that corridor. And I could maybe scoot around him to get to that cockpit. We'll see how things go. Now that we finished our event card, we have to go ahead and develop our intruder bag. So we're going to go ahead and mix this up a little bit, and we're going to take a token out of here and see what happens. We got, a larva token. So in order to develop the larva, we just take him out and replace him with an adult alien. I've got a bunch of them here. I'm just going to pick this one. We're going to put it right inside this bag there, and we have developed our intruder bag. So our soldier has to drop to 5. He's only holding 1 card, so he gets 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's see what cards he gets along with his nerves of steel. He was able to pick up search, search, demolition, place a malfunction marker in the room you're in, or destroy 1 closed door in a corridor connected to the room. Awesome. And covering fire. Discard an ammo to move yourself and another character to a room that they agree on, or that he wants to if they agree. All right, without triggering an intruder attack, which is super important. All right, we've got nerves of steel. Now, I've got something here I think I can make in the armory. The autoloader. Activate this item in the armory room. So I think that might be our plan with him. We're then going to pass our first player token over to our mechanic. So our mechanic's going to gain our first player token. He's also going to get 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all of them. All right, well, he's going to be using all his cards every time. And he received fast repairs, computer skills, search, technical corridors, and demolition. All right, those are his cards. And this is where we're going to stop for now. We're on our 4th mission in Nemesis. I'm having an absolute blast. I hope you're all enjoying the playthrough. If you are, don't forget to hit the like symbol, hit the bell symbol, and you'll know when the next video comes. So you'll be able to see if our soldier and our mechanic can make it through the 4th mission. Please leave anything in the comments below. I'd love to hear from everyone. Now, I'm going to be recording these videos back to back, so if there is anything that I did wrong in this video, I'm actually not going to correct it. We're just going to keep on going. We're just having a blast. This is a lot of fun. If you're excited to see if our adventurers can make it through the Nemesis, then I need you to meet me at the table.